Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of SupplySide Showcase by RVBusiness. I'm Rick Kessler, and with me, Chris Cieto we're both from RVBusiness. And joining the two of us today, we've got Steven Sobkowiak. And Steven, I'm going to let Chris take the first question because it's very important.
All right, so I'm supposed to ask you about the background of Eberspacher. What are we going with?
Eberspecker.
All
So
right.
we've been we are a fifth generation owned company. We were founded in 1865 by Jacob Eberspecker. And so we've been around for a minute or two.
Very cool.
And but a little bit of history about Eberspecker. In 1931 we started our muffler production and preheater development. And then in the 50s, we went into our mass production for our preheaters. I'm sure you're aware the Volkswagen Beetle air heater, that was one of ours. And then in 1974, we started our catalytic converter production. And in 1999, we got into our vehicle electrical heater production. In 2001, we entered into the vehicle electronics. In 2018, we acquired the French AC supplier and expert Calori, which is now Calori Eberspacher, as a system solution and provider. And today we have over 10,000 employees at 80 locations in 30 countries across the world.
So wow. Eberspacher is corporate headquarters are overseas, I assume?
They are in Esslinger, Germany.
Okay. And as far as North America, where are you at?
So our North American headquarters is in Mississauga, Ontario, right outside of Toronto. And then I'm based in Elkhart, Indiana. I'm the RV segment manager for Eberspacher North America. And we're working to get in with the RV OEMs.
Very good. Well, that I guess takes us right into the next question, and that's talk about the systems that you provide for the RV manufacturers.
So we have a broad spectrum of RV HVAC components. The one that we're most excited about is our new Breezonic rooftop air conditioner system. We have two models, our Breezonic Performance HP, which is our 13,500 BTU model, and our Breezonic Performance Plus HP, which is our 15,000 BTU model. Both of these models have come equipped with heat pumps. We also have our Airtronic fuel-operated air heaters that run off of diesel or gasoline fuel, and are really our workhorses. They are widely known in the over-the-road trucking industry. Pretty much every sleeper cab that you see going down the highway has an Eberspacher heater in it.
Oh, very cool.
So, we also have our Hydronic AquaSystems, which is based off of our coolant heater, and it goes through. It will provide on-demand hot water for the customer, as well as interior heat. We can pair it up to give you heated floors. We can do it this system with a preheater to preheat the coolant for the diesel motorhomes. So it's a very well-rounded system that we offer here. And then we have electronic heaters that are based off of 110 for air heaters.
Wow.
And we have a full array of ventilation products. So rooftop vents, side vents, basically anything that will help move air for an RV. We have that. And through Calori, our air conditioning supplier over in France, we have a full catalog of air conditioning components that we can put split systems together for Class B vans or motorhomes or anything of that nature as well, too.
Well, you weren't kidding. You got a full line up there, don't you?
Just a little bit of options here. So,
well, good job keeping that straight. You mentioned at the beginning the Breezonic, and I like the name of that because I'm not very bright, and I like the names of products that tell me what they do in the name of the product. But what was the reasoning behind introducing the Breezonic to the RV industry?
So we've found RVers are looking for quieter air conditioning systems. They're looking for systems that they can run off inverters and go completely off the grid, go camping, but they still want to stay cool, right? So one of the big things that we were looking at is trying to come out with an air conditioner, rooftop air conditioner, that is the quietest on the market, that leads the class in energy consumption, is lightweight, and is sleek. So our Breezonic Performance HP and our Performance Plus HP, from roof to the top of the air conditioner, it's under 10 inches.
Oh,
okay. It's built with soft start. It has soft start built in. It has inverter technology built into it. It has a 3-speed variable compressor. We have virtually zero inrush current when you turn this air conditioner on. And then with our cooling modes, we have heating and cooling. So we have a heat pump on both models that works down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it gets down a few more degrees. I don't know if you remember back in this winter when it was 23 degrees outside, I was running our air conditioner in heat pump mode, and it was keeping our Class B van that we have nice and warm inside.
Nice.
Cool.
But it goes through this, and we have our heating, we have cooling, we have ventilation. We have an automatic mode that you set the temperature, and it works to decide if it needs to run the air conditioner or run the heater side automatically. So you don't ever have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with switching it. We have 3 sub modes on the Breezonic as well. Our eco mode, which is going to go through and lower the power consumption down even more. So if you are camping off grid or running off a battery bank, so you can run it in eco mode and run your air conditioner longer. We have our turbo mode that's going to run for 3 hours, and it's going to go through and it's going to quickly cool down the interior of the air conditioner, or the interior of the RV. And then we have a night mode, which is based on sleeping, and it goes through and runs so quiet that I can't even, our biggest complaint on the AC so far is that it's so quiet they don't know if it's working or not. So,
well,
but you know, we're between any of these modes, we're between about 42 decibels and about 52 decibels, which on our turbo mode, that is quieter than a moderate rainstorm outside.
Speaking from, I'm someone who RVs, and when my RV air conditioner kicks on, if we're watching TV or if we're having a conversation, we have to turn up the volume on either one. And so I like that. I like that a lot.
You need a Breezonic for your RV.
We'll talk. Let's switch over to the Airtronic. That's the air heater. I assume that has similar differentiators.
So yes. So our Airtronic air heaters, they're a fuel operated heater. These are widely, as I said earlier, they're widely known in the over the road trucking industry, and we're bringing it into the RV industry. They are small, compact workhorse heaters. They're air heaters. Okay. So you take your standard RV furnace and LP furnace, and it kicks on, kicks off, kicks on, kicks off. Well, it's heating everything, right? Our air heaters are going through, and we are heating just the air. Okay. So it warms up very quickly. They are very fuel economical, where you run this thing on high, which you won't be running it on high, but if you run it on high for 24 hours, you're using like 0.3 gallons an hour or a day. So it's very economical. And this are how we started doing this, was a lot of the EPA regulations for idling for over the road trucks. They're not having to run their motors anymore to be able to heat their sleeper cabs. And so we're trying to transition that into the RV industry, where, okay, you don't have to worry about propane to heat your interior, your unit. You want to run your heater, you kick this on. It's very self-explanatory. You hit a button, set your temperature, hit the timer that you want. You can run it for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, infinitely, and it'll go through and it heats the interior of the motorhome up very quickly and very efficiently as well.
What's the fuel source?
So it will pull from the fuel tank on the motorhome itself, and it can either run, we have heaters for diesel applications. We
Okay.
have heaters for gasoline applications as well.
Okay, very good.
Very
That's
nice.
nice.
Well, one of the other legacy products that you mentioned is the Hydronic AquaSystem. What does that offer to RV customers and to the OEMs?
So our hydronic aqua system, it's based off of our coolant heater that we developed for a preheater to heat the coolant for the motor of the vehicle to where it starts better when it's cold outside. So we take this same heater and run it through. We have you can either do a tie-in kit to the existing coolant system on the vehicle, or we can do a standalone coolant system for it. But it heats the coolant and it runs through plate heat exchanger, and will give you hot water on demand. So however much water you have on board, or if you're sitting here hooked up to a water source at your campground, you can run completely out of water. You have hot water the entire time. And it also goes through and provides warm air heat for the interior of the motorhome, all in one system. So it's your hot water heater and your furnace all in a compact modular system. Now we can even go through and set it up to where if you just want hot water and you don't need the hot heat, we can set it up where you get hot water and heated floors. And it's all a different array of being able to set the system up to give you the climate control systems that you need for your motorhomes.
Nice. You've kind of already touched on this a little bit just now, but take me through the process. Let's say I'm an OEM and I'm interested. Take me through the process of how you guys partner with me to help develop my systems.
So we go through, first off, we'd get an NDA on file, but
yeah, well,
we go through and we do things a little bit differently at Eberspacher. We have a full engineering team on board with us that will work with the RV OEM's engineering team to set the systems up that they need. We will run all of the testing on the system, computer or actual testing of the units prior to getting the samples sent out to the RV OEMs, to where we know the systems that they're wanting are going to work how they want them to work. We're going to test them. We're going to make sure that they work to the parameters that the RV OEMs are looking for prior to them getting their first prototype units for any projects that they're working on. One other thing that we'll do from Eberspacher that I haven't really heard of before, but we will send our engineering teams out to the RV plants and have them work side by side with the people that are going to be installing the components on a daily basis. And we'll run through and help them install it and make sure it's working properly, make sure they're fully trained on the systems, and really get it into where they can hit the ground running. And then we actually will take it one step further, and any RV dealers that the RV OEMs would like us to, we will send our engineering teams to their dealerships to help train their salespeople, help train their service and warranty departments on the components that we're using or the systems that we're using, to where now it's training for the OEM, it's training for the service and warranty department at the OEMs, it's training for the dealerships. So everybody knows how to go through and work on these systems properly.
That sounds like a pretty true partnership.
Yep. We are long-term partners, not short-term partners.
Well, it certainly sounds like you're a man for all seasons, and Eberspacher is a company for all seasons. So if OEMs or consumers are interested in camping outside of the traditional Memorial Day to Labor Day timeframe, it would be a good thing if they had a knowledge and a contact point with you. Where can folks find out more information about Eberspacher?
So they can go through our website. It's www.eberspacher-climate.com. And that will get you to all of our products. in specifics to the motorhome and RV side, it's www.eberspacher-motorhomes.com.
We'll try to put both of those URLs on the screen in the editing process for you.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Well, Stephen, thank you very much. This has been an extremely good education for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for having us, and look forward to many more of them for sure.
Yeah, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.